Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be hopping into a standard daily event and I'm playing Green White Devotion. And if you're not familiar with the deck, it plays a bunch of mana accelerants like Elvish Mystic, Sylvan Caryatid, and Voyaging Satyr to power out big threats like Polukranos, Genesis Hydra. We're also playing Arbor Colossus to help beat like the dragons and the red-green flying deck, like the dragon deck. Also Whispered Elemental. And then we can punish our opponent in the long game with Mystery of the Unseen, just get a ton of value, just manifesting tons of spells off the top of our deck with all of our mana, then turning them face up, getting a ton of life. And also, of course, our Crew Fix, a couple of Dromoka's commands to help fight creatures and get rid of enchantments. So it's not familiar with the deck. It can be very crazy. It can gain hundreds of life with Mastery of the Unseen and just have a ginormous board state and attack for hundreds of damage. And so, yeah. So we're going to try out on this daily event. In the sideboard, we have 4 Nylee's Disciples to gain life against mono red. And then we have Fleeceman Lines for like mid-range, I think, and like really good against control. And also with for the blue-black matchup, we have 4 Death Mist Raptors and 2 Den Protectors, which can help grind them out, just get out a ton of value. And then we have 1 Enoch Survivalist. Normally, deck plays like 1 Reclamation Stage, but this works well with Master of the Unseen and Whisperwood Elemental, because if we manifest it, we can turn it face up and still kill their permanent. Or if you turn a Reclamation Stage face down into play, you can't turn it face up for any kind of value. Alright, so here's the deck, and we're going to try out and see how it goes. Alright, it's time for round 1. This hand's good. We got some mana accelerants, we got something to accelerate into. If we have an untapped land by turn 3, we have to play turn 3 Polukranos, so we're going to keep it. We'll see what our opponent is doing. Voyaging Satyr is really good with Nykthos in the deck, but outside of that, just another mana guy. So I like to play Sylvan Caryatid first, just so they can't kill it. Alright, Dismal Backwater. So we're playing against some kind of like Esper control deck. And we have one of the best cards in the matchup against them. It's Mastery of the Unseen. Drill's Mystic. Unfortunately, we have our one or two planes in our hand. We have almost exclusively green sources. I think we're going to keep this on top. So if our opponent just plays a tap land this turn, I'm going to play Mastery of the Unseen instead of my mana accelerant, just so they can't counter it. And they did. So because of this, I'm pretty sure it's the dragon deck. The one with like Ojutai and Soulmonger Scorn. So I'm going to play around Forest and play Mastery of the Unseen so I can get it out there resolved. Because Polukranos is good, but they just have like a lot of spot removal. They can just deal with it, so it's not like even a big deal. But if we can just like next turn play Caryatid, Elvish Mystic, and then start just making 2/2s and pressure our opponent into doing something. So he played a Polluted Delta, and he's 15 right now. 3 mana, Ashiok. I was like, I don't even know what that could be. And he hit a Whisperwood and 2 lands. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play Caryatid. So maybe he's not, because I know like the Channel Fireball team wasn't playing Ashiok. So Ashiok's actually really good against us. So we're gonna have to try to answer that quickly. Actually, if he just puts a Whisperwood into play, it's really good here. Really, another Whisperwood, so we only have 2 left. It's not good. I think we attack Ashiok. Then we can play tap land and manifest in turn. Don't want. We'll keep it on top just so because our opponent's going to get rid of it. Let's put this up here so we know what we lost. So yeah, Ashiok's just like one of the best cards against us because it's hard for us to pressure it, and yeah, our creatures are really good to put in play. Like he can put a Whisperwood into play now; it'd be really good for him. Yeah, it's really bad for us. So it kind of sucks we left the forest on top. So I don't know how we can even beat this. we'll try. Go ahead and manifest. So 4 she left there. So I think this turn we're just going to Genesis Hydra for a bunch. Because you can't counter the thing we put in with it. So X equals 5. So that hits everything in our deck. We don't have like an Ugin or anything like that. Or a Hornet Queen for that matter. So we're definitely going to pick Polukranos. Let's see if our... Oh, you didn't counter it. So you could have like 2 removal spells. You could just like Crux us next turn. Let's see what he does. If not, we can like untap and Nykthos and just have a ton of mana. Hero's Downfall. Okay, so just one spot removal spell. That's it. Just some lands, Dromilka's Command. Arbor Colossus, okay. Attack Ashiok. And we actually have 8 mana, so we can manifest twice, and we start to pull ahead. And then we can pressure this Ashiok. So I'm just going to do that. Here's a Dig Through Time. See, unfortunate for us, our opponent had just a perfect start, just turn 3 Ashiok. So we'll see if we can get through it. I don't know if we can, though. So we picked up a fast 2, so probably maybe just 2 choices or 2 very obvious choices. Usually if there's a bunch of spells, you want to think a little bit, but he just snap picked them, so. So he still has 5 cards in hand, it's a ton. So Elvish Mystic, Polukranos, Courser, okay. Vault? Oh, dang. So it's weird. Usually, so maybe it's more of the Adrian Sullivan's version. That didn't have any dragons in it. I just thought because of the temple that he had dragons, because I guess he had Temple of Epiphany too, but he doesn't have anything to do with his white mana. So end step, we gotta make 2 more guys. Sylvan Caryatid. And a Courser. Think we're gonna try to fight his. Oh man, he's 3 mana open, so probably a counter spell. I think we just send everything at Ashiok. We'll see what he does. So Vault's obviously very good against this too. So Ashiok's gonna take 4. I think that's fine. So I just got one, and we killed one of his guys. I guess we could turn this face up and try to hit a land. Yeah, we definitely should have done that. It's another Courser, another Mastery gone. So now I'm going to try to fight his, put a +1 counter here, and use this, and choose that to try to fight. See what he does. Because I don't think he'll want to waste a removal spell here. I mean, I guess he could. Like, he's going to have to vault soon anyways. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's fine. I guess we're just going to play Plukernos and a Void Gator. Hope for the best. If we can say if we draw another Mastery, then we can play Plukernos 8, and then our Mastery resolves. He probably has another Ashiok, that's why I didn't care. So pass it back to us. Just gonna line be a little unresponsive. Alright, it's just a forest. Play Void and Satyr. Play Plukernos. I'll play Plukernos first because they're legendary. We have 4 of them. So if they kill it, like if he kills this and we resolve Plukernos and draw Plukernos, we'll have the Plukernos stuck in our hand. So I'd rather have him he'll kill this first. So I don't expect this to either survive or even resolve. Yeah, so dissolve, okay. Oh, Ugin? Oh, jeez. Okay, so yeah, this version is playing Ugin. The other version can concede this game. He can just like -5 or just kill it and just plus, so we're dead pretty soon. So yeah, we're way worse against this version than the dragon version. So we're gonna put in all our cheap creatures against him and just try to bum rush him. Take out like most of all of our mana guys. Oop. Yeah, let's see. So we want all these raptors and the den protectors to like give us longevity. Obviously, Vault stops that, but there's not much we can do about that. We'll put in the 1 survivalist, put in all these Fleeceman Lions. He might bring in Tasker against us. That'd be a reason to keep in Dramoka's command, but I don't think we want it. So let's cut out these Arbor Colossus, not that good. Plukernos is okay, but it's not like it's just a creature. It's not that big a deal. I think we'll cut the commands. We'll cut 3 Void Satyrs. And yeah, we'll try this out. And we're gonna play first. This hand's fine. We got turn 2 Mastery, we have like Whisperwood, and then we have a Survivalist to kill his stupid vaults. So let's lead off with a Temple. And turn 2 Mastery and see how that goes. Mastery's really good against Ugin too, because when they minus it doesn't kill the manifests. So, yeah. Alright, so we kept their 7. Player Temple. That's definitely a good card to have. So keep that on top. So yeah, Raptor just kind of fits in this deck pretty well. Just being able to turn things face up after you manifest them. just a land. Let's see, there's no way for the counter our Raptor. I think he would just like. I'm trying to think. They don't play Slow Scorn, which you obviously can't cast anyways. You can have Ultimate Price, but like that's gonna get the Raptor anyway, so I'm just gonna play it. Alright, nothing on the end steps, that's good. Dismal Backwater, okay. So I kind of want to hit our 5th land so we can morph this and turn the face up if he goes Vault. So nothing from our opponent, so I'm just going to pass with 4 mana. And we did draw the 5th mana for this. And then manifest end of turn. So I think he either has like a Vault or an Ashiok. Ashiok's obviously not good anymore because we can just kill it when we attack. Yeah, so there's Vault. So I'm going to go ahead and get a Plains. We only have 2 left, and we have plenty of green sources. Manifest. Hitting a Forest, okay. Let's go ahead and just kill that now. No reason to wait and play around. Cast face down. Turn it face up. And we gain 3 life also. Woo! Let's always yield to this. So now we're in great shape. I think they have like a couple Cruxes. I know he has Aether Spouts. So you might want to play around that. Actually, I might just, okay. Flaterating Fountain. Head Crux, okay. Nykthos. We're just going to play Whisperwood. So we're in great shape this game. Oh, it's Elvish Mystic. Okay, cool. I'm not trying to face up now. Oh, I don't need to gain extra life. We'll turn to face up end of turn. And then we get back our Deathless Raptor. Let's turn this guy face up. We could gain extra life, but I don't think it was relevant. Okay. Yes. Face up. Let's see, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to play a Courser. Oh, man. If I tapped on Nykthos, we could have, see, I think it's still worth it because I just want to get off the top. We could, like, manifest now. I think that's fine, actually. Play this. Keep this one. Gain a life. Add some more green. Manifest. Oh, we don't have enough to do it again, dang it. But we can turn this face up. Then play this guy. Okay, so let's return. Can't play Uginyanni, so he's only 3, 6 mana, so yeah. So I'm only going to play the... Or I'm only going to attack with the non-mana guys. Because I don't want to get blown out by Aether Spouts. He's going to go back on top. I'll just manifest him again. Bile Blights. Okay. So in turn, I'll manifest this Sylvan Caryatid. I don't want to run a Den Protector into counter magic. And then I'll turn the Caryatid face up. And we'll get the Raptors back. So it'll work out pretty well for us. He obviously has a dig. Sigma Mastery is going to be good if he Perilous Vaults again. Because then we get to start pumping out 2/2s after we lose our board. So we do something pretty good, because Anugan isn't going to do it, so I'll just return my Raptors face down. Or just waits on a turn. So let's see what he does. Perilous Vaults. So we're going ahead and use Nykthos. So I think, so we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the Raptors, and if we manifest twice, let's see. Can't turn them both face up. Next turn we'll have 1, 2, so this makes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we can manifest this too. We have just enough, okay. So we have enough to threaten lethal to make him have to do something. Let's turn up this Poison Satyr. Get our guys back. Face up. So we're gonna need a spot removal spell, and then if he like kills a raptor, that means we can get it back later. Another Drown in Sorrow. Or not Drown in Sorrow, Bile Blight. That means like that's actually good for us. Yeah, we'll just attack. Just gonna have to vault next turn, and we get to play like Whisperwood. Or face down a Den Protector. It's a 3. See what he's gonna do. Exile non-land permanent. See if I can do a thing. Nope. My manifest just gets removed anyways. With 3 cards, I assume he has a counter spell. Let's see what we want to do here. I think we'll lead off with Mastery. So yeah, assume he counters this. Okay. Put a card on top. Then we're just going to play this Den Protector face down. And then we get back our Mastery. or a Whisperwood, and then flip up and get back our Deathmist Raptors. So yeah, this is a very good plan against control decks. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is definitely Adrian Sullivan's list. Alright, so just conceded. So it didn't have a way to deal with that. Okay, cool. Glad to know that worked out. Let's go to sideboarding. And we're just going to play the same. Everything worked out pretty well. I don't think I want anything else that's still on our sideboard. For game 3, we're going to be on the draw. And this has a turn 2 Fleeceman line we can keep. We'll see how that works out for us. Besides that, it's pretty bad, though. But I don't think we can mulligan. Temple of Deceit. Puts the card on top. Course is not bad. I'm going to go ahead and fetch out our planes. So there's less land to draw. Thoughtseize is really good against this hand, because we don't have much going on. So I don't know if he takes Courser or Fleecemane. Fleecemane, okay. Go ahead and get our planes. Just play our Void Satyr. Let's say go. So yeah, we're in pretty bad shape. But if we ever draw like a Den Protector or like Deathmist Raptors, that's what we really need to draw, and we'll be in great shape. So he doesn't have Counterspell Magic up. Drown in Sorrow. Okay, that's aggressive. Put a card on the top. That's fine by me. Alright, we're just going to play this Courser. Try to hold on to the Den Protector until a turn where we can turn it face up. There's another Courser on top. He's just playing Vault now. Okay. So oh, I should play the Courser first. Not that it mattered, because the next turn play Den Protector, and that way, even if he when he blows the Vault, we'll still get value. Because I'm playing Courser there, I don't think we need to. So he only has 3 cards in hand, which is good for us. So Elvish Mystic. Player Heath. So yeah, we're gonna shuffle, obviously. See what he does. I don't think he's gonna do anything. I mean, he really shouldn't. And I'll just cast this face down, because we can turn it face up now. He might be incented. Like, he should counter it, because it's a 2-for-1, but it's really good for us if he does, because that means he gets less value out of his vault. He has to use a spot removal spell. Oh, awesome, okay. There goes the vault. Guess we'll go get a plains. We have plenty of forests. Turn this guy face up, get back our Fleeceman Lion. So not too bad shape. He only has 4 cards in his hand. We have 2 spells. So in 2 turns we can play Fleeceman Lion and like go monstrous it. So we'll play Courser. Fleeceman line on top. Okay, good. Say go. So he probably has a dig or Dragon Lord's prerogative. Oh, I can't pronounce that card. So he has a dig. Okay. I feel like we can win this game. We only have 6 minutes left, so it might be close. I feel like we're doing really well. The fact that he drown starred away my 1 Void Initiator is pretty insane. That was really good value for us. We'll obviously dig through time. He gets to look at a lot of cards, pick out the best ones. But I don't think we're out of it yet. Ultimate price, okay. That's fine by me. So now we're just going to run out Fleeceman Lion. Dissipate. Okay, now I'll play a Courser. We're going to play a land because I wanted to be able to monstrous as soon as I played it. So we can't play land off the top, which is unfortunate, but... Oh, Deathness Raptor. Awesome. He only has 2 cards in his hand. Gonna get an island, okay. Alright, yeah, so we stabilized pretty well. We'll attack for 2. See what he does. Gain our life. And play Fleeceman. I think I want a monstrous now. Because obviously, whenever we do it, he can just kill in response anyways. But this is like the best time during his upkeep before he draws. Oh, Magic Online took this time to freeze. Either I just try to wait for forever, but then he gets it anyways. Alright, so yeah. So we are monstrous. So obviously Ugin is really good against it, can just blow up our board. Oh, no Ugin, okay. That's good for us. Every turn where he doesn't play an Ugin. Also, Perilous Vault's good, though. He doesn't have anything, so I'm not even going to play anything. I'm just going to say go. Because it's on him to do something. No draw spell either. Okay. Rating Fountain. Okay. So... Yeah! Awesome. So our plan worked. We just brought in cheap creatures like Fleeceman Lion that could be hard to deal with, and last game is all about the Death Mist Raptors and the Den Protectors. And yeah, we're able to beat Blue-Black, which is normally a really hard matchup for Green Devotion decks, but games 2 and 3 went very well for us. Welcome back for round 2. We've won the dice roll, so we get to play first. Let's see what our opening 7 is. This is fine. We have 1 Sylvan Carriage, to ramp, Dramoka's Command to deal something, a couple of fatties. Ideal draw would be like, that's another ramp spell, another like Sylvan Carriage or Elvish Mystic. This would be really good if this was like an Elvish Mystic, the Dramoka's Command, because we have turn 3 Whisperwood or Arbor Colossus. Let's see what our opponent is doing. I'm just going to play a Forest and pass the turn. Our opponent did keep their opening 7. Right now, like there's a lot of mono red on Magic Online, so we could definitely be playing against that. And then Caryatid's good against that matchup because it can't be killed. And if we can play a Whisperwood on turn 4, we might be okay. Then we can maybe on turn 3 Dramoka's Command something. But it's not mono red. It is Abzan aggro. Okay. So drew another Summon Caryatid. That's not bad. If he doesn't level up next turn, we can fight it. Put a counter on our Caryatid, and they fight. I'm not too familiar with this matchup. I think it's okay. We definitely, if we survive, we can definitely beat them in the late game. Just go way bigger, then they can't answer all of our threats. So we're not going to block. Yeah, definitely Abzan aggro. They have a very kind of terrible mana base. I wish we could punish him more, but it's very painful for them. So we're not going to block. Let's see if he levels up. I could see him just like not, and then play like a Fleeceman line. In that case, it'd be great. Yep, perfect. So we're just going to eat it. And then put a counter on the untapped Caryatid. So we can block his Fleeceman Lion. Which I assumed he was playing. It could have been that or Death Dealer. But for some reason I just assumed it was going to be Fleeceman Lion. Don't need to play that fetch line. I'll just play another forest. Put +1/+1 counter target creature. Target creature control fights target creature you don't control. Let's put the counter here. This and there. Alright. So next turn we can play Whisperwood. Hopefully he just plays like an Offensive this turn or something. That way we can get to manifest. Or maybe we just mana screwed. Probably not likely. Yeah, we're definitely just blocking. I mean, decks in the past have played Gather Courage. And if that's what he has, that's what he has. But we can still cast Whisperwood. If we couldn't cast Whisperwood, if our Caryatid died, I would think about not blocking. But I don't think there's anything that punishes us. That's a normality. Yeah, he didn't do anything. Okay. Let's see what he does. See if he even has a land. If he misses his land drop here, I think we're in great shape. Okay, Death Dealer. So we're taking 5 damage off his lands. Alright, just a tap land. Okay. So we're going to fetch now. Could play Arbor Colossus, because it's just bigger than both his guys, like always. Unless he double pumps the Death Dealer. But I like to play Whisperwoods first. I guess we'll get let me just get plains. Untap the smaller Caryatid. And got an Elvish Mystic, okay. Could be relevant later. Eventually we're gonna play Genesis Hydra for like 5 at least. Our opponent could have a Hero's Downfall. If he doesn't answer this Whisperwood, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hard for him to win. Like just making blockers every turn and just manifesting like crazy. So if we draw a land, I'm definitely gonna play this Genesis Hydra for 5. Could wait and just play Arbor Colossus and then turn our Elvish Mystic face up. Let's see what our opponent does. If he attacks with the Death Dealer without playing land, I think I could just block with our Elvish Mystic, because then he has to pump. Looks like he's probably gonna play Hero's Downfall. Okay. He really can't attack because we can eat whatever he attacks with. I'll definitely trade this Elvish Mystic for this Fleeceman Lion. He only has 3 cards in hand too, which is good. So we did draw the forest. I'm just gonna play this just Hydra. Try to get out even more ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we get a Courser. Okay. It's not bad, not the best, but not the worst. We already played our land, so we don't get to play a land. Mastery of the Unseen, I think, have been pretty good. Yeah, just get this Courser. Can't get Genesis Hydra, obviously. And Void Insider is not that good at this point. We don't have anything to dump mana into. We don't even have a Nykthos. Let's see what our opponent has. This game might take a while. The board might just get gummed up until something big happens. Could be playing just a Siege Rhino here. Yep. Okay. Still really can't attack into us. Yeah, definitely not after he taps out. It's another Sense Citadel. He only has 2 cards in his hand. Obviously, the Death Dealer and the Fleece Mane. The Fleece Mane can go monstrous now. Not much we can do about that. So we're just looking for stuff like more Genesis Hydras, more Whisper Woods, or Mastery of the Unseen. Just to try to pull out ahead of our opponent and just go way bigger than he does. Alright, so there's Mastery. Let's place Arbor Colossus. I'm going to turn up the Eldritch Mystic and then play Void and Satyr and just say go. Or I guess I could wait. Yeah, because then we gain some life. Okay, that sounds fine. So just say go, no attacks. You have to have really 2 removal spells to attack, at least effectively. So we just have because of our 5/5 and our 6/6. I did try a version with this deck that did play Team or Sabretooth. That was pretty good because you could bounce your Manifest, then get value out of them. So just another land from our opponent. So I think we can take oh, our opponent just conceded. So got a little mana flooded. We're gonna draw Mastery. I know he's gonna see, and then we could have manifest that, and like gain like a bunch of life. All right, so that was good for us, I think. Pretty interesting. Our opponent conceded pretty early. I mean, it was honestly just gonna be miserable for him, I assume. So I think I like the creature package. Arbor Colossus doesn't seem that great. And obviously the Mandorks, but like just bringing all this stuff in, just like grinding our opponent out, seems really good. We'll try it out. But then again, like I'm not cutting Dramoka's command, so I don't know what I'd be cutting for all this. Maybe I don't bring the Fleeceman Lions in and just still try to go really big. So there's 64 cards. I still want Plukernos, I think, but I like having like the Deathmist Rafters to trade through his stuff and the Den Protectors. We'll just go Voids and Satyrs. Obviously that limits our ability with Nykthos. I think that's okay. Maybe we want to cut like a Plukernos or 2, just because we don't want to get them stuck in our hands. And I'll keep Voids and Satyrs in. We'll try that out. Alright, for game 2 we're on the draw. This hand, it's okay. I mean, we have 2 Nykthos, which are the second one's dead for a while. Our opponent kept 7. I think we can keep it though. If we draw a Mana Accelerant in the next 2 turns, it's great. And we have a Scryline to help get us there. I mean, we can definitely see Mulligan in this hand. It's kind of like a 6-card hand because this is dead. But we'll see. So looking for a Mana Accelerant. If not, I guess we can just play the Mastery next turn into Courser, and we'll definitely put that on the bottom. I was thinking like whether or not I would keep another spell, like a Deathmist Raptor. I'd definitely keep that. Plain, so a Fleeceman Lion. Alright. I guess I'll just... We're gonna get Forest, might as well just get it now. And play Mastery. He could have Dromoka's Command, this is the card they usually have. Not much we can do about that. I'm not going to slow roll to try to get value out of it. I'll just get Forest. Play it. Say go. So next turn, play like Nykthos and a Courser, then after that Pelucranos. So we're going to 16. And no third land. That's good for us. Also, he doesn't have like double black or anything, so we can't... I mean, he could have Ultimate Price. I mean, he could have Dromoka's Command. We'll find out. So we're just going to play Nykthos, play our Courser. But it's going to be hard for him to kill Pelucranos. Ooh, and so go Pelucranos into Whisperwood. Alright, and our opponent missed their third land. So I could see +1/+1 counter and fight here. Or just Valor Stance. Okay. It's reasonable. I'm not sure how many Valor Stances like Abzan plays anymore, just because there's a lot of like Ultimate Price just got printed and there's a lot of options for that slot. But still a good card. I take 3 more, go to 13. And we're just gonna play Pelucranos and say go. Still no land. Okay. It's been an interesting game. Like, it's just kind of we're being a little bit slow, but our opponent isn't doing anything either. So assume he doesn't have Dromoka's Command because he would have used it instead of Valorous Stance. Yeah, no attack. Okay. And we're just gonna play Whisperwood and say go. Next turn we can do like a little big Hydra, because our devotion is above 3, so that means Nykthos makes a profit. We manifested a Courser, that's a good one. Okay. So we could actually like use Nykthos, turn this up. Okay, our opponent just conceded. Yeah, that was a really unfortunate draw. He probably kept a 2-lander and just didn't get there. That happens from time to time. And our draw worked out pretty well. We were just able to stay alive and just play Courser, Pelucranos into Whisperwood, manifesting a Courser. So that worked out pretty well. And we're 2-0, and hopefully we can finish out the daily strong. It's time for round 3, and we've won the dice roll, so we get to play first again. Ooh. I'm going to keep it. This is very risky, especially on the play. It's only 1 land, but it is a scry land. If this was a forest, it would have been a great keep. But I think we can, we'll try it. If you have a land on top, it's really good. If not, like, we still go for like a turn 4 Whisperwood. We'll try it. It's very risky, but I think we can keep it. Really wish this was like an untapped green source, but I think it's fine. Our opponent kept their 7 also. We'll play our temple. I'll put that on the bottom. I'll say go. It's going to be risky. They just have like a removal spell for our Mystic, and then we don't draw a second land. It's going to be really bad for us. Alright, Temple of Deceit. Put a card on the bottom. Alright, so we do the land, so go ahead and play our Caryatid, and if we don't draw land next turn, we can still have a turn 4 Whisperwood. So this is great. It's going to work out pretty well for us. So I assume this is Abzan, and Windswept Teeth just confirms that. So probably control.
Or like the mid-rangiest version. Okay, I thought these, yeah. So it's probably taking a Whisperwood here. Arbor Colossus is still like fine, and obviously Master of the Unseen is good if it goes unanswered. I might just play Elvish Mystic Mastery next turn, so we can't Thoughtseize the Mastery. That means if we don't hit a land, we don't get to play our other 5-drop. Let's see what he does. I assume he's taking... Oh, he took the Mastery. Okay. Interesting. So applies a handful of removal. Let's play our 2-mana guys he knows about. Say go. So if he doesn't leave mana open, I'm going to play Whisperwood. But if he just leaves mana open, I'm just going to play Arbor Colossus. Oh, he's fetching now. And he played a Plane, so he can't play Courser. Okay, Fleeceman Lion. Interesting. That's actually pretty good for us. So that means we can play Sylvan Caryatid, use Nykthos Level 4, untap it, and we'll have a bunch. Yeah, okay. Green. I guess we could untap any land, but... Alright. Okay. Let's see what we manifest. So yeah, our hand is pretty explosive. Hitting lands were great. Hit a plains, okay. Let's see, you could have an Abzan Charm, ultimate price. If he goes to kill it, I'll obviously sack the Whisperwood. I think then at that point I'm chump blocking with the Sylvan Caryatid to get the trigger. Ooh, no play from our opponent, okay. I mean, no land, he's just a fleece main. So we're gonna play Arbor Colossus with the 1 floating. Yeah, that Master of the Unseen would have been insane. So no attacks. And we can turn up like anything we manifest if it's a creature. Obviously not, we don't want to manifest that. So we're doing pretty good. Really nothing from our opponent. We could monstrous this now, because I assume he doesn't have any flyers. They usually don't play Windmate Rock anymore. That seems fine. Okay. So now we have a 9/9. Elvish Mystic, obviously, not like the best draw. Just looking for giant fatties. Alright, we'll just go ahead and play him. And he just took it. So next turn he's going to start chump blocking. And we hit a Pelucranos, so that's probably not going to happen. Because we got like a billion devotion. Yeah. Everyone just never drew 4th land or double black. I said Abzan aggro is a really good deck. Just the mana base is just really, really shaky. And last match I think worked out well. We can take out just the Arbor Colossus is once again very good. So maybe I just don't want the pack like the Den Protectors. Deathless Raptors seem good. They just trade with anything. No. Let's just take out Arbor Colossuses, 2 Void Satyrs, and just put in the 4 Death Mists. Actually, we'll put in the Den Protectors too. Cut a couple Pelucranoses, and we'll see how that works. We're on the draw. We're actually on the mulligan this hand. We have 6 lands in Dromoka's command, and that doesn't do anything. This hand doesn't have green mana. I think we're going to have to mulligan this too. Alright, we'll try. We got lands and spells that That can't be the mulligan a lot. Just like sometimes like you'll just get like in a mulligan route where like you mulligan a 4 or just don't mulligan at all. I don't think we need this now. We drew Caryatid. So I'll try looking for like a good 5-drop like Whisperwood or even Death Mist Raptor would be good here. Temple of Malady. Put a card on the bottom. No Thoughtseize. Alright, summon Caryatid. We have got Courser. So do we have a backup Courser now for his first removal spell? Is it Anafenza? Oh, just the Courser. So he is mid-range? Interesting. So I'm liking the matchup a lot better now. We could like Edict him. Rather just play our own Courser. And we'll put that on the bottom, I think. Okay. Another Hydra is not good right now, but will be good later. So let's say go. And we just spend our turn killing our Courser, and he gets a land off his. Then we get to, we'll just Dromoka's command him. Well, hopefully, we'll just play our Courser, hit a land, and then Dromoka's command him. Does he have another Courser? It's less good. He has a Rhino on top. Hit a land, so I'm gonna play this other Courser. Play this Forest, so we're not too far behind. Maybe like if we see like a mana producer on top, we can do a little Genesis Hydra, and then next turn do one that's a little bit bigger. So I'm just gonna hold command. I don't know, like it feels like it's just killing what Courser whenever he has another Courser just seems not good enough. Oh, I was like, I thought he was stuck during his upkeep because there was another Rhino on top. He just drew another Rhino. Okay. So yeah, actually he has 4 cards in hand. We have 3. I feel like we're pretty even. Let's see. I'm not gonna play the Courser yet. All right, so I'm just gonna play this Genesis Hydra for 4. And then next, like worst case scenario, we just get the Sylvan Caryatid in play. And maybe like we hit Plukernos. Okay. Well, we just get Sylvan Caryatid. Another one on top. That means we can do this one for 5. Hopefully hit something good. He does have cut. That's kind of awkward. Okay, Thoughtseize. Probably hit our command. Because we're definitely just going to place another Hydra next turn. And I assume he's playing Rhino this turn. Alright. I mean, we could do like a block where we force him to use cut, but it just doesn't seem worth it. Hopefully we can get like a Mastery of the Unseen or a Whisperwood. Because we won't be able to cut it on the first turn and we get a little bit of value. Archfiend of Depravity. Okay. So we are just gonna edict him and fight his Archfiend, I think. We lose our Hydra. Yeah, that's what we gotta do though. Try to play a sacrifice inch. Oh no, we can pump our. No, we can't. The pump isn't. Top player sacrifice enchantment, target creature control. Yeah, let's do that. Him, and then yeah. So we not exactly the best. We lose our Hydra. I guess we could attack first. Still a 2 for 2. It's not the worst. Kind of sucks we get thought seized. And we drawing a land next turn. I guess we'll just attack with both of our coursers. Say go. So we're not in the best spot because he's another Archfiend. Yuck. So we need to bring another Jamoka's command, and we definitely need to keep an Arbor Colossus. We're gonna block with 2 Caryatids because we don't need them, and he's only can kill 1, and we're gonna lose a bunch of guys next turn anyways, probably. Oh, I guess 2 turns from now. So might as well just trade him off for some life. Yeah, so there goes our Hydra. And we're just drawing a forest. Yeah, looking too good for us. So Archfiend's gonna come down next turn. Murderous Cut and Abzan Shard. Yeah, so we're pretty much dead this game. And we're trying Elvish Mystic. Let's play this. Alright, well. Yeah, that doesn't do anything yet. I guess we play. I don't know why I did that. They're just gonna concede. I'm trying to think. Because he's gonna have double spot removal, so like this can never kill the Archfiend. Yeah, we're just not in this one. Okay, so now that we know his control, I guess that makes sense. Like he didn't play anything besides the Fleeceman Lions last game. So we want these. We want our Fleeceman Lions. And then we don't want any Pelucrinoses. We cut 4 more cards. So maybe cut a Hydra, because he's going like later. We could just cut the Elvish Mystic and the Voyaging Satyrs all together. I'll try this out. And we're going to play first. Honestly, that's fine. We got some value creatures, some mana. You can't complain. Let's play our forest and say go. I feel happy cutting the mana creatures, just adding more resilient early threats. Let's see. We don't have double green without the Slim Caryatid, but we don't want to get this Thoughtseize. Is that gonna be good? Yeah, I think we'll just play Caryatid. Next turn we'll play like Courser and then play land afterwards. Or I can just play Caryatid and Mastery next turn. I was worried about Thoughtseize, but like not having double green and like we weren't going to be doing anything turn 3. So he's probably definitely taking Mastery. But now we have Den Protectors, so we can get those back. Yeah. Temple. Obviously, if we draw a green source this turn, it's going to be a little unfortunate. Put a card on bottom. Oh, we drew Den Protector. Perfect. Play Courser. Play land off the top. We'll keep this. It's pretty good. Always yields. So this should be able to, like, obviously Archfiend's really good against us still, but I don't know. I think we're okay. Fleeceman Lion, okay. And a Forest. Arbor Colossus seems good. So we're playing Nykthos. This doesn't make a profit yet, but if we play Caryatid, then we have 4 green. It doesn't matter, because I guess we're just going to play that in Raptor anyways this turn. And yeah, we'll say go. So now that we have Arbor Colossus, I might just slow roll until like plays Archfiend. I mean, obviously Thoughtseize can get us, but then we have Den Protectors, so I think we're doing okay. We have a lot going on, and Hostilities be good, but still not even that good because of Den Protector. That card just makes like the controls matchups just so much better. Just does so much. Let's see what our opponent does. If he attacks, I'm willing to trade out Deathness Raptors. That's fine, because we're going to get it back. He could exile it with Abzan Charm, or cast a... Oh, I was going to say casting Drowning Sorrow? No, he's casting Sorcerer. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Thoughtseize isn't that good right now. Took a bunch of damage, though. That's good for us. Whisperwood is good. I'm just going to attack a Death Mist Raptor here. Let's add a bunch of mana for Nykthos. Play this down, turn the face up, and then there's usually 2 Thoughtseize. Like I could play Arbor Colossus, but there's a better chance he has a spot removal spell for it instead of then another Thoughtseize. We could get back the other Den Protector, we're just gonna get back this Mastery. Did I click the wrong one? Nope, okay, got it. It's just the arrows were like on the wrong, looking weird. So now we have a ton of Devotion. We have Mastery in play. Our opponent just drew a Drowned Sorrow, which is kills one of our guys, so I'm not too worried about. We got Deathness Raptor going. Yes, we drown on top, but we're doing pretty well. So I assume he's not going to play Drown, because it doesn't. All it does is kill a Den Protector, and that's not really relevant. He doesn't land, he can Monstrous Fleeceman, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Nope. Just a Scry land. And I can't imagine him bonding. Yeah, he's going to keep on top. So I'm going to do like let's see what I want to do. Definitely going to use my mana before I attack, but I'm going to attack with Den Protector and the Raptor. Elvish Mystic on top. So 7. We can actually play both our guys, but I'm definitely not. I'm not going to play the Arbor Colossus yet. I'm going to play Whisperwood. Use Mastery then Seeing, because I know it's not going to be an Elvish Mystic. And turn it face up any time to get back Deathness Raptor. And Hostilities isn't good. He has to kill the Whisperwood first. Which isn't bad then. Still got... I don't know. Still Mastery the Unseen. He can't block the Den Protector with the Courser, because it's a cool ability. I've actually lost that. I played against like a green-white aggro deck with this deck, and he went like Aspect of the Hydra, attack you for 12, and I just died. It was pretty crazy. So obviously if he monsters his Fleeceman line next turn, it's going to be hard to get through it, but it's not the end of the world. With Nykthos online, it's really good for us. We'll just power through our opponents. Let's see if he blocks. He knows it's an Elvish Mystic, so we know we can get it. He knows we can get our Death Mist Raptor back any time. If he draws like if he reveals Thoughtseize, I'll have to play my Arbor Colossus and just hope he doesn't have Archfiend. But we're in really good shape. He's not blocking. Looks like he only has 3 cards in hand, and we know one is Drown in Sorrow. He's exiling our Whisperwood, and that's okay. We'll sacrifice it so in case we need to get back, we can. So he's at 8. He's going to go up to 11 though next turn when he plays a Siege Rhino. Another Fleeceman Lion, okay. We can start just pumping out Manifest like crazy. Well, I guess he can drown them. Well, we can do end steps, that's not that big of a deal. Okay, Monstrosity. I think I'm going to Manifest, or turn this face up, just so I can use the man next turn. So we did take a turn off to Monstrous's Fleecemane. We're gonna land on top. We don't want Courser, so we're gonna definitely shuffle away before our next draw step. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Devotion. I think we'll just play our Mastery. And undo. And say go. Can't really attack yet. We're gonna have to get some big guys into play, or just like play a bunch of guys to get around. He only has 2 blockers, so we will manifest at least twice next turn. So play to land off the top, and he's drawing a land next turn. He only has 1 mystery card in his hand. He has the Siege Rhino, he has the Drown Sorrow, and he just drew another Fleeceman Lion. We're going to use this to get the planes because we have enough green. Goes up to 12. Okay. Okay, Fleeceman Line comes down. So I assume the other card's like a blank or a land. Let's get a planes. Ooh, we are not manifesting. So we're just going to draw. Player land. And yeah, just make a huge Genesis Hydra. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whisperwood would be like the best. Yep, so we did hit Whisperwood also. Fleeceman Line, Death Mist Raptor, Mastery. So we'll do Whisperwood. Alright, there's a Fleeceman Line on top we're going to manifest. So we're doing pretty good. I guess he can drown next turn and gets rid of a couple of our guys. And there's a Courser on top too. So drew a Heath, and he's probably gonna play it. Yep. Now's a good turn to drown because it gets rid of our Fleeceman Lion and our Elvish Mystic. Oh, he's just monstering. Okay. So we have to be able to get through these guys. He's only at 13, so we should be able to. He's like not gonna be able to kill us. I guess we play the Courser. It only loses a mana because it adds 2 devotion. Gain a couple more life. So if we attack everything he blocks, like these 1, 2, 3, 4, he takes 2, 4, or 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so not quite good enough attack yet. We'll say go. Manifest for Death from this Raptor. And our opponent is using... Oh, Elspeth. Yuck. Okay. I think we should be okay. Another Whisperwood. Okay, yeah, we're definitely okay. Thoughtseize in hand. So we might be able to kill him next turn. We'll see. We do have a ton of green mana. So he has to play Elspeth, I think, and he can't plus it. Well, he could plus it, but we're going to sacrifice the Whisperwood in response, and the Genesis Hydra dies, and we get another Whisperwood. So it doesn't really do anything. So just making the tokens is the best option. But right now we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 devotion. So we're going to manifest like 3, potentially 4 times. Well, actually only 3 times. Oh, let's see. Because we have like mana guys too. Yep. So let's add some mana during his end step. So that's Whisperwood, comes down. Oh, Dramoka's Command is pretty good. See, he'll manifest again. That's fine. We'll, don't care about that. Like, losing it, but I'd rather just have another creature. And turning Courser down is fine. Go ahead and shuffle away the Forest. There's still 5 mana, so I guess we'll turn this Whisperwood up. Gain a bunch of life. Turn our Courser face up. Where to go? Play this land. So let's see. He has 3, 6, 7 blockers, and that means he block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes 2, 4, 6, 8. Still not enough. Alright, so this game's going crazy. So we're just going to play another Deathness Raptor. And say go. I guess we actually need to play this Arbor Colossus because he can Thoughtseize it away, and that's not what I want to happen. And we'll just monstrous this. And we have tons of floating extra mana, but that's fine. Okay. So we know he has Drown in one mystery card. So we can manifest twice. So he's 30 cards left in our deck, so that should be fine. We are at 154, so probably gonna be hard for us to lose this. Should be able to attack for lethal next turn. Hopefully, he's gonna gain a life, go up to 14. He'll probably drown. There's Hero's Downfall. I guess drown gets rid of 3 tokens. He makes 3 more. Yeah. So this is gonna. Oh. So he's gonna minus. I guess we use a Whisperwood. I don't want to use. Yeah, I'm not gonna sacrifice 2 mana because they're just gonna die to the Drown Sorrow. I'm not gonna sacrifice the other one. So now he has to drown. It kills his Elspeth token, so he's only left with 3 creatures. And okay, so he's fetching. Interesting. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Arching on top is pretty good for him. I need to keep that on the top, obviously. I think he might be just dead here. Well, let's see. He's only 3 blockers, because he killed a Siege Rhino too. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 attackers. And Archfiend doesn't even do anything like the turn he plays it. Oh, we get Manifest again. Yeah, he's probably super dead. So this is the last card in his hand we didn't know about. Oh, another Archfiend? Okay. That's fine. So, yeah, let's just attack with everything. Like, worst case scenario, instead we can just manifest a bunch after Archfiend. Well, this is also, yeah, Whisperwood, so let's see. So he has 4 blockers. He takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess he's not dead yet. And having another having the card that was in his hand for forever being Archfiend's pretty insane. So it takes 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. So I'm actually going to flip this face up. We get our Deathmist Raptor back. We gain a bunch of life. Yes. Face up. And we're going to sacrifice our Whisperwood now. So we get a couple. Oh, actually, no, we'll do that after combat. And then with this trigger on the stack, we'll sacrifice it. A lot of our guys die, but then we get to manifest a bunch. He is at 2. Yeah, so we'll sacrifice this. We keep 2 creatures in play. We'll keep a Fleece Mane and I guess a Courser. And we get a Manifest. Could have tapped more mana, should have, to activate Mastery afterwards. And then end of turn, when we're going to turn our Elvish Mystic face up, we get back our Death Mist Raptors. And that should be game. I think we'll have enough attackers to get through. So it makes 3 dudes, it goes up to 3. Another Archfiend, okay. So turn this guy face up. And I don't have to put him in the play face down just because like them being face up is enough to kill him. Okay. Like if he's at 4, I put them face down so that I can turn him face up and then he'd take 4. The Mastery on top. Attack all at our opponents. Let's see. I didn't really see what the other manifests were. Forest, Courser, Nykthos, Forest. That doesn't help. Yeah, so our opponent is dead. This game is pretty sweet. So this deck can definitely beat up on other decks that you know, like having sweepers. Archfiends just came down too late. And he's taking 5. He realized that this is good enough to kill him. Woo! And we won! We're able to beat the Abzan controlish deck, even through Archfiend Depravities. We came down a little late, and like the Whisperwood just really offset it pretty well. And we're 3-0, and hopefully we can get the sweeper and go 4-0 in our last round. Alright, welcome back for round 4. We won the dice roll, lucky us, and we get to go first. And this hand's fine. Little top heavy, but I don't think we can mulligan it. Go ahead and keep. A good draw would be like someone carries it into a land, then we can have a turn 3 Whisperwood. Or just any land, we can have a turn 3 Polukranos. Oh, any untapped land. Let's see if our opponent keeps their hand. So our opponent mulligan into Oblivion, and we're just gonna go to sideboarding. So one thing we could do is hedge against a certain matchup. This obviously doesn't happen that often, especially in real life. Like I honestly kind of just want to bring the Death Mist Raptor packaging because it's just been so good. Just bringing all the Death Mist creatures, like that, and the Fleece Mane and the Den Protectors. Even if like they're just like mono red and we don't bring the Nihilist Disciples, it's not the worst. Because at least we're like, lowering our curve. So we're gonna do that. I just like all that stuff so much. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like a Hydra and then 3 Satyrs. Yeah, I'll just do that because I like those.
And if we're lucky enough to play against control or like a mid-range deck, even though, like, I don't think we're even making our deck that much worse. Like if it's not favorable for us. Kind of wish like we're just playing like a Deathmiss Raptor deck. It feels like it's a lot more powerful. We can keep this in the draw. Our opponent kept theirs. So it is mono red. Yeah, so we're just gonna play a land. Put them on the bottom. We don't need that. So character is pretty good here. Obviously, we wish we had our Ellie's disciples. If we can like kind of stabilize like our Mastery of the Unseen and like Whisperwood, could get out of hand. All right, so he's playing Tarkus Command, I assume. If he gets, yeah, especially if he gets a forest here. Yeah, so this isn't looking too good for us. So just block whatever. Take 3. So we drew a land. So that means we can play our Fleeceman Lion, play Elvish Mystic. I'm not going to block with it, so... Well, because like, we kind of want to hit land for Whisperwood, so I might as well just play another Caryatid. Just hope we're not dead. Man, the Tarkus Command is so good. Lightning Strike our Fleeceman. Wild Slash us. Chump Block Master. Or, yeah, or Stoke. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. There's no way. I can't imagine a scenario where I don't just die next turn, but we'll see. Yeah, we're at 4. So we need to hit like a forest off of this. Yeah, we're just dead. Oh well. Yes. Game 3. I mean, there's a better chance that we're not playing against mono red. So obviously, yeah. So we just want all our Annihilate's Disciples now. Got our Hydras. I still want all the cheap creatures, actually. Maybe not Den Protector. Yeah, I don't want Den Protectors. They're just kind of poopy. I think I want the Poison Satyrs back. Yeah, we'll try this out. Be on the play also for Game 3 is really important. We're going to play first. And yeah, we can keep this. Turn 2 Raptor. We don't have white mana yet. But we also have a turn 4 a Whisperwood. It's unfortunate that we can't play this Fleeceman Lion. So our opponent didn't even have a 1-drop, which is really good for us. Really just hoping to draw a white source. We do have like 11 of them in the deck. Half of them come to play tapped. Lightning Strike. Ooh. Hopefully he doesn't kill our Elvish Mystic. And we just get to resolve this Whisperwood. Alright. Holding Outburst is good for our opponents. Still no white source. This is the first time I think. Usually, I've always have white sources. This, it's not that normal. And there's a white source, obviously manifested. Roast. Might as well just sack it. Mana Confluence. He still has 4 cards in his hand. Where'd our hand go? So he's stoking our... Okay. It's fine by me. I really hope I draw a land. A white source, that is. Okay, perfect. I think we have to play Fleeceman Lion, just because playing a Mastery and saying go that doesn't do anything is just terrible. Oh my gosh, there's so much removal. I think we're blocking here. He kept one back for Stoke the Flames. Just 2 cards in hand, and one of them is Stoke. So we're not in the best of shape, but we're still at 17, and he's drawing a bunch of lands. Definitely blocking. Just like making our target commands worse. And he has one now, okay. So we go to 12, but he has 1 card in hand. We know it's Stoke. We'll just say go. Hopefully we manifest something cheap that we can turn face up. I mean, we're on the greatest shape, but we're not on the worst. Rally Master, okay. Let him attack with his guys. And he's stoking it, okay. Not the worst. That means a land, so taking 3 going to 9. So we definitely need to hit a creature off this mastery. Oh, and his Corsair, perfect. So we'll just say go. So if he has, so we're gonna gain 2 life because we get to we can stack the triggers so we get the creature back before we gain the life. And the Dromoka's command on top is really good too. Yes, face up. We're gonna trade with his Rally Master. So I think we, oops, wrong way. So Dromoka's command's really good. We're just being able to like prevent a damage spell, and it looks like he whiffed, which is great for us. Another command on top. So we're not going to manifest. So I think it's better to draw that than just have a random 2/2. And yeah, our opponent flooded out a little bit, which is really good for us. Another mastery, okay. So not really what we want to see. We just want to see lands or creatures. I think I'm going to use one of these at the turn if he doesn't do anything. So if he has Stoke, we get blown out. But, yeah. Nope, okay. We hope to have a white source on the top. Alright, another thing we don't want to manifest. Well, I guess it, yeah, we'll just say go. I'll just play it still. So I think we stabilize. Our opponent got a little flooded, but we're in great shape. Okay, Caryatid's good. I can manifest that and turn it up. It's pretty cheap. Actually, what we can do is we're not going to attack. I guess we don't need to leave Dromoka's just a command. We can add a. Only add 4. Oh, we can't do that. I was thinking like for some reason we could use our Nykthos and play this and manifest this, but we don't have enough whites. So I think in a couple turns we'll start attacking. Rally Master's fine by me. Oh, he doesn't know about the second Dromoka's command. So, prevent all damage. Target creature fights target creature. Yeah. Prevent all damage and it's just target creature control. There. This. And this. Oh, that was sweet. That's the first time I ever got to do that. Yeah, that's pretty insane. I'm just going to block here. If he has like a cheap burn spell, I don't want him to kill the Courser. I guess it'd have to be Lightning Strike. Wild Slash? So we had a free block with the Courser, that's fine. Alright, so we will play Sylvan Caryatid, play Nykthos, keep this Nykthos. Now we can start attacking, I think. We'll attack for 3. He's already at 12. Still only have 1 white source. We're going to manifest this Nykthos on a turn. So let's do this. Courser. I could upkeep manifest this and then turn face up, gain a bunch of life. Alright, so he just conceded. Well, that worked out pretty well. That was a very crazy match. Game 2, we just got stomped because we didn't know what we were playing against. But Game 3, we were able to stabilize. Our opponent just kind of flooded out, which happens when we play mono red. And yeah, so we went 4-0 with our green-white devotion deck. It worked out pretty well. I thought it might be a good choice post Pro Tour, just because like I feel like with the sideboard plan that we have, you have a good Esper control matchup, at least like above average. And also you can have the sideboard be good against mono red. And I think that worked out pretty well. And I'm glad you guys watched. I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. And thank you for watching. Bye.